You know, a natural disaster like this can have kind of an impact and repercussions on things that you wouldn't even consider. When I first got here, I wasn't thinking much about the prison system here in Port-au-Prince. Then I started to hear stories that the prison right in downtown had collapsed, had been destroyed, and all the prisoners escaped. So we went there today to try to see what was true. Take a look.
At the prison in downtown Port-au-Prince, the inmates have escaped. The rubble is all that remains.
We'd heard the prison was destroyed. We didn't realize we'd find the door wide open.
Inside, prisoners' possessions are strewn about. Signs of overcrowding are everywhere. This jail was meant to hold some 1,200 inmates, but at the time of the quake, there were more than 4,500.
We've been told that there were 3 dead bodies here. It turns out there's actually 4 men. It looks like they were crushed by falling debris. There's actually dried blood all here on the floor. We just saw a young man, a little boy, who was looking for his brother, looking at the bodies, but a lot of these people may never be identified. I mean, they're already sort of almost swollen beyond recognition, and it's not clear how soon these men will be collected and buried. A lot of people, I think, in Port-au-Prince will simply just disappear. Their bodies will never be identified. Their families will never know what really happened to them.
People take whatever supplies they can find. With businesses closed, there's still money to be made.
You can see the walls of the prison are still intact, so it's not as if the entire prison collapsed and the prisoners were able to escape. We're not exactly sure what happened here, but a UN source tells us they believe the prisoners actually rioted after the earthquake, took over the facility from the guards, and then were able to escape from a variety of different routes. We found this rope, which has been tied around a post, and then thrown over the side of this prison wall. It goes down about 30 or 40 feet. So clearly, inmates were using this rope to try to escape, and all along these walls, there's bloody handprints, streaks of blood.
With Haiti's police stretched thin, there's little hope of rounding up all the inmates anytime soon. This man is the prison warden.
How big a concern is it that all these prisoners are now out there?
Il y a des criminels, des bandits, des assassins.
When you have criminals, bandits, assassins who terrorize the population, he says, and we have all these types here, it's a big problem for the country. Another big problem for this problem-prone country, the last thing they need to deal with in these difficult days.
Yeah, and we saw just last night the trouble that, you know, the impact that some troublemakers can make. Just last night, if you're watching the program around 11 o'clock, people just started running on the street. Several hundred people. They said that they had heard rumors that there was a tsunami coming, a flood coming. We believe it was just a rumor spread by some people who were looking to steal the possessions of people who left their possessions behind when they ran away in terror. Of course, rumors like that can spread. So the idea that there are some 4,600 prisoners now out loose in the streets of Port-au-Prince or elsewhere is not anything that the people here need to deal with. I just want to explain it's very dark behind me, and just to explain why it is, it's pretty obvious, but just in case you haven't realized it, there's still no electricity in most of Port-au-Prince. There's a park that's behind me where several hundred people are spending the night tonight, as they have the last the 2 other nights before it. I've seen for the first time tonight some candles in there, so some people have some resources. They were able to get some candles, and occasionally you'll hear people singing or praying and singing some psalms to kind of keep their spirits up.